Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This is going to be a get ready with me, but with a little bit of a twist. I was watching a video by the Pixaboo sisters, I think it was Nick, and she did a half-face makeup look just to show you guys the progression and, the contrast between having certain features done up and certain features how they look like naturally. So I think that's the interesting way to film a video. So I'm going to do that in this get ready with me. I am likely going to film another video after this. So this, again, on top of that, will be a look at how I would do my makeup when I'm filming, which for most people I think will be a little bit different than what they wear on a regular basis. I mean, definitely for me personally, that's true. And this is more similar to something I would wear if I'm going to a beauty event or a PR event. Somewhere where there's going to be a lot of beauty people and beauty people who know what they're doing, and you really want to kind of show up, it's like I'm here and my face is here and we're ready, that type of thing. So I'm going to start off with the Clinique Even Better Foundation in the color Fresh Beige, which I mentioned in my previous video. Such a good color match for me, but you know what though? Not available in North America, which is such a shame. It's a beautiful color. Alright, so I'm actually going to only do this side of my face, and we'll see how this goes, and hopefully you'll enjoy this and perhaps pick up a few tips and tricks and just see in real time how my face changes as we're going on with this. So the Beauty Blender is what I'm going to use, and I'm not going to draw a line down the center of my face, you guys, because, well, I'm going to have to take that line off anyways afterwards to do the other side of my face, and all my eyeliners are usually pretty serious, so they may not come off that easily. So I'm just going to roughly do half my face, and perhaps if my bangs get in the way and become really obnoxious, I might clip them up, but for now we're just going to leave it as it is. So for filming, when I film, of course, you want to wear foundation just to make sure your skin looks more put together than bare face. If you have, beautiful skin, maybe just a lightweight coverage. I like to wear a medium coverage and layer wherever I need to. And I'm going to use this one right here, which is the Flower Makeup. This is the line by Drew Barrymore, and I'm going to use the cream shadow, which, you guys, is such a big mess. I don't know who designed this packaging, or maybe I just got a fluke product, but the cap keeps sinking in to the container, and what happens is that you get a big gloopy mess. So let me know if you guys have the same similar issue, but beautiful color, just such a mess. Okay, I'm going to pat this on to on my eyelid. Now, when you first put this on, it seems like it's a lot of color, but unfortunately, it blends out quite sheer. So I have about 2 layers of the Flower cream eyeshadow on right now. As you can see, it's still quite a sheer color. You can build this up a little bit, but I'm going to top it off with a powder eyeshadow to make things a little bit more enhanced and dimensional. But this, again, is Orchid-ING around, in case I haven't mentioned that yet. We'll talk about this in a review video later on. I did pick up a few flower products, and I posted about that on my Facebook page as well. So, okay, powder eyeshadow. So recently, especially pairing with this color, I've been loving this shade in my LANCOME gift with purchase little palette right here. I need to get a full size of this. If you guys know of a color very similar to this, which is dupable, please leave me a comment down below. I think this is such a gorgeous color, especially for brown eyes, and you don't want to wear like straight up purple. This is like a beautiful smoky shade. Pretty much all over where I just applied the cream eyeshadow, but probably more or less up to the crease. We can leave the brow bone and whatnot just there. I posted a status update on my Facebook page recently talking about kind of the trend in especially for beauty bloggers when they do makeup. A lot of people like that really sharp, very defined, shall we say, carved out look with the super sharp eyebrows. I call them concealer brows because people always kind of carve them out with concealer, or they do the cut crease. For me, that's a bit too much, I feel like, and it's a lot of makeup, and it's a very, let's say, harsh look that doesn't wear so well on everyone, and I think it's a little OTT even for filming. I was actually talking to a makeup artist from Guerlain. His name is Maxime Poulon, and by the way, that post will be up soon. I just need to edit pictures. But I had the pleasure of interviewing him when he was down in Vancouver from Paris, and I asked him about this whole trend of doing really contoured makeup, like Kim K contour all the time, all day, every day. He was saying it's a little bit much. Like, he's all for wearing makeup on a regular basis. Oh, I'm using the Makeup Forever eyeshadow singles. These are the artist eyeshadows, and on the same shader brush, just kind of dust it off on a tissue. This dark color, I'll put the name to it down below or somewhere in this video when I get to editing it, but this dark kind of matte charcoal brown. So yeah, I was talking to Maxime, and he was saying that he thinks women, you know, should wear makeup on a regular basis. You don't have to wear a lot, but wear enough to, you know, make yourself feel like you dressed up today and you feel good about yourself. And it's not necessarily for other people to see. I mean, in a way it is, because you are going to be seeing other people, but in another way to think about it, you know, you dress up so you feel like you give a little time to yourself every day. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, so what I just did is taking the charcoal right here and just blend it into the outer crease. I don't do the whole fake crease or blend the color into the crease. It just doesn't seem to work too well, and I don't prefer it. So now it looks kind of scary right now because I have no eyebrows on. So let's get some brows on. Dior has one that's called a Universal Brow Pencil, and I think it's fabulous. The color seems a little off-putting at first because you're thinking, how can one shade be universal? Like, come on. But it works for my hair color when I have dark hair or when I have light hair. I mean, if I have dark hair, or when I do have dark hair, so when I'm not coloring my hair, I do need to add to that brow pencil with a darker powder shadow. But when I have a colored hair, it's a beautiful shade, and it's a beautiful consistency. Like, the texture of the pencil is great. It's not too waxy, so it doesn't make your brows feel really gunky if you don't have a lot of brow hairs. So that is a favorite. Now, when you are filming film makeup, draw your eyebrows a little bit bigger because everything looks a bit more diminished on camera or on film, is what I've noticed. So I'm just going to generally go with the shape. Or you can also do, and sometimes I like to do this when I want really sharp brows, is go in with an eyeshadow and just fill in actually the outer corner, or the tail as I like to call it, just with a stiff angled brush like this, which mine is from Posh. I'm still using the same one as ages ago. Tap a bit off on the back of your hand, like I always tell you guys. You don't want to put a lot of color through your brows all at once, or else it's really hard to take off. This gets a little tricky, so I'm going to try to get in closer to the camera, but hopefully you can still see, and I'm hopefully in focus. Alright, so here we go. One fell swoop. Alright, so let me talk you through this. So, what I like to do is actually make my wing liner quite a bit longer than my eye to extend the length of my eye, and usually my eyebrows are a bit longer, and I will wear false lashes which have a definition emphasis at the tail end. So almost like a cat eye false lashes, and this will really kind of not necessarily open up the eye this way, but make my eyes bigger this way, like longer, but still a little bit sexier, although not too crazy. So what I have just done is curled my eyelashes with the UEMURA eyelash curler, and I'm going to go in with the UEMURA drawing pencil. Oh dear, it's not called drawing pencil. Oh yes it is, UEMURA drawing pencil, like the soft ones, not the ones for your eyebrows, those are the hard pencils, but the soft ones. I'm going to use this to line between the lash line. Now this part is rather important if you're wearing false lashes, because this will prevent that white gap when you have the false lashes on. The lashes look really dark, but your lash line looks really pale. You know what I mean? So you want to fill that in with a dark pencil. But now I'm going to pop on some false lashes, which is very, very important if I'm filming, because I mean, I have mascara on right now, and yes, it looks different than the other eye, but it's not enough. It doesn't give me that wow factor. It doesn't kind of take my eyes to the next level, especially if I'm going to an event. False lashes are like, you know, there's no doubt, like I have to wear false lashes. We're not arguing about this. I don't care what type of natural look I'm doing. False lashes. You can wear more natural looking false lashes, but I gotta have false lashes is what I'm trying to say. So these ones are the DOLLYWINK lashes from the OTONA series called Sweet Cat. I wear these very often. I have also reviewed this. Any review links will also be down below in the information bar. So sometimes I'll do like a more of a stylized look when I'm doing a makeup look for a certain collection. Say for example, recently I did one for the UEMURA fall collection called Brave Beauty. I'll insert a little photo over here, but that was a very stylized look. Obviously it's not something I'm going to wear out. I may wear it to event, I guess. Maybe I'll wear it to like IMAX or something, but not for every day. But those are fun to do. My everyday makeup is, generally speaking, very simple and pared down. I don't like a lot of elements or too many clashing colors, but sometimes it's just fun to be a little bit fantastical in that way. Alright, my lashes are ready, I think, so I'm going to pop them on. I'm not sure if I can do this on camera. I will try, but I apologize if I get in your way a little bit. So let's try to get these guys on, and this will make the most difference, I think, on camera once you see them on. Alright, next we're going to pop on some cheeks. Because I have kind of a lavendery, slightly smoky eye type of thing going on, I ideally would use a more neutral blush. Now, I don't have a lot of neutral blushers in my collection, and I need to get some. So if you guys have recommendation for a great kind of nude neutral blush that I should own, you know, to mix things up, please pop it down in the comments below. I really appreciate that. You guys always have great suggestions. I tell you all the time because it's true. But for now, I think I'm just going to use this one, which is the Benefit Boxed Blusher in Sugar Bomb. Cute, right? Really cute, really pretty colors, very beautiful, especially if you're wearing minimal makeup and you just want a pop of something corally, peachy, pinky is pretty much perfect, especially for pale skin. So, you know, you gotta have variety, and unfortunately right now I don't, but we will once I buy some new blushers. So I am putting a little bit more, actually quite a bit more blush than what I would do if I am just going out or just for a casual everyday makeup. I would not wear this much blush with this much eyeshadow. But since we're filming, that's the important part, you gotta kind of load it on, especially for blush. Because blush tends to get lost very easily when you are filming with the lights and, you know, ever-changing conditions, or maybe you're using a flash, or whatever that's going on. One of the first things to go seems to be blush, and you're losing color in your cheeks. So put on a little bit more, no big deal. Now I still have a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand, so I'm going to use that to actually go over the under eye area. You can use a concealer, of course. I don't do the whole reverse triangle because that intimidates me. So I'm just going to clean up a little bit with leftover foundation. And by this time, your foundation should have gotten a bit thicker anyways, so it'll be great for a bit more coverage. I'm going to pat this on around my nose and blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Now for the lipstick, which is Fairest Nude. It's actually quite close to my natural lip color, but just it tinges it a little bit more mauve and muted. So here you are, everyone. This is my half makeup face. This half is what I would wear for filming or if I'm going to an event, something like that. And this half is bare face, bare skin, just skincare, nothing else on it. Let me know if you enjoyed this video or you found it amusing, interesting, helpful maybe. Hopefully it was helpful to some extent. Leave me questions and comments down below. I'm going to finish the other half of my face and do my hair and take a thumbnail. So I'll talk to you next time. Take great care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye-bye.